Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We only have today. So let us begin. So hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. My name is Namita and today I am going to address all the problems that I get in my comment section. That you get stuck while speaking in English, that words don't come to your mind, that you keep forgetting things, you get confused when it comes to speaking, the grammar problem, the sentence formation, everything. I'm going to address all those problems because there are not different solutions for each of them. It all centers around this one thing only, that you don't have enough English in your mind and on your tongue. And that for that also you keep saying that we don't have that environment. You don't have the environment where everybody else is speaking in English. You come from a Hindi medium school. No one in your family can speak in English. So let us make each one of our family members speak in English. First of all, let your parents learn English. When they will start speaking in English, then you will speak in English. Let's go back to school all over again and get admission in nursery class and pass 12 again. And then we will start speaking in English. Is it possible? Can you go back to your school? Can you make all your family members, elders in your family speak in English? It is not possible. All you can do is change yourself. Till when are you going to hold on to your problems and your situations? It is time now that you have to start working on it. I know there are problems. Everybody is talking about the same thing. I know there is not that kind of atmosphere, and this is the problem which is common in the entire country. No one speaks in English in our country. We have 100 mother tongues, 100 other native languages. So this is not just your problem. Stop holding on to your problems. Let's look for solutions now. You are getting stuck because you don't have enough English in your mind. You have to create that for yourself. No one speaks in your family. It's okay. Now you have to create it. You have technology with you. You have phones, you have laptops, you have tablets, you have these subscriptions for Netflix and all of these. When are you going to use them? Create your atmosphere using this technology. And before the technology has, I think, taken over in past 15-20 years. Before that, there wasn't any technology. People were dependent on books, magazines, newspapers. Why can't you do that? It's not that difficult. It is just that you're draining your mind, sitting uselessly in front of a screen, doing nothing, passive consumption. This is not going to help. It is time now you have to start working on it seriously. When you speak in English, you should have enough words. There should be no time to think. There should be no time to translate. Then only you will be able to speak with a flow. And that will happen when you have lot of words. Now words are very significant. In junior classes, in class nursery, the first thing that they teach us is ABC, A to Z. Right? So alphabets are the first thing that we learn, and then they teach us to join the alphabets to form shorter words like BAT bat, CAT cat, RAT rat, and then they teach us to join these shorter words to form sentences. Like before short words, they teach us long words like principle and forget, the bigger words. Then we learn to join these words to form a sentence. I am a girl. I go to school. Like this, we form sentences, then bigger sentences, complicated sentences, and then we learn to join these sentences to form a speech. What you are listening to right now is a speech from my end. So, alphabets form words, words form sentences, and sentences form speech, and speech is what you have to work on. If you have to speak, you should have enough words in your head. It is as simple as that. If you are getting stuck, if your mind is going blank, it is because nothing is there in your head at the moment. Now when you look at your surroundings, all of you, apart from this phone, look at your surroundings. What do you see? I see a fan which needs cleaning. It is Diwali. So the first thought that came to my mind was this fan needs to be cleaned. I see a door, a wooden almirah, some curtains, a window, a building outside, some trees, some flowers, a mirror. What do you see around? See, all these things, we know how we speak these words in English. You already know that. So look around and form a sentence using the same words. Just like I said, my fan needs cleaning. The mirror is showing me my own image. The door is closed. The building is high. It's a skyscraper. When the building is very high, a lot of floors are there. We call it skyscraper. Then the chair needs to be fixed. Whatever is coming to your mind, speak that in English. Create your own atmosphere. Your family won't change for you. Your school will not change. Even this country will not change. No one will change. You want to speak in English, so you have to change yourself, your habits, your surroundings. And you can do it just on your own. You don't need a partner for that. No speaking partner. You have to do it on your own. Look at your surroundings, all the smaller things, just form a sentence so that you have enough things in your mind. From one word, move to another word. Words are very important because ultimately words will form your speech. So this is how we are going to do it. Okay, let's do an exercise now. Think of any two words that come to your mind, write it in a notebook. I would say the two words would be beautiful and create. These are my two words. You write your own two words. I have said beautiful. Now, beautiful is an adjective. Its verb is beautify, noun is beauty, and adverb is beautifully. If I have to form sentence using each one of them, like suppose if I have to say beautiful, then I saw a beautiful bird sitting on my plant yesterday. For beautify, I can say I'm working on beautifying my home these days for upcoming Diwali festival. For beauty, it's a very famous phrase, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. You have already heard of it. Now for beautifully, I try to construct my sentences beautifully. So with the same expression, beautiful, beautify, beauty, beautifully, I have used it and formed sentences using each one of them. You do the same thing. Figure out its verb, its noun, adverb, adjective, and work on it. This is what you have to do. Now the second word was create. Now create is a verb and also creativity is a verb. Like create and creativity, both of them are verbs. Its noun is creation, adjective is creative, and adverb is creativity. If I have to form sentences using each of them, I would say there is no scope for creativity in our education system, or our education system needs to create some space for people who are specially abled, right? So this is how I've used it as verb. Now for noun, it is creation. We are all special creation of God. All of us, each of us is a wonderful creation by God. Then creative. I am very creative by nature. I cannot do anything in a monotonous way. I need to add some creativity into it. I have added creativity also. Creatively. Try to form your speech creatively. So this is how you will use each word in different forms. As a verb, as an adjective, adverb, noun, everything. Do with your two words. Do this exercise. Pause the video right here and do your exercise right now. Do it, because otherwise you will just switch off this phone, or you will not even switch it off. Once the video gets finished, you will move on to another video, or you will start watching a series or something. Do it right now. Do it along with me. This is going to help. So find out your two words and then do as I have done. So you have to have enough words in your mind, in your surroundings. It is not just a lot of words, it is that other way of using the same word. Like for example, for saying the same expression, like I'm saying that this video is going to be amazing for all the learners. Now I don't want to use amazing again and again. I should have lot other words in my mind so that if at all I forget amazing, I should know more words. This is how it works, right? So apart from using amazing, I can also say incredible, unbelievable, improbable, fabulous, wonderful, fantastic, astonishing, extraordinary. So instead of just saying amazing, I have used many other words which can replace the same expression. Are you realizing what I'm trying to say? Having enough words means you have to have alternatives at the same time. Like I chose this word beautiful. So beautiful can be expressed in many other ways, like pretty, lovely, attractive, gorgeous, dazzling, fair, graceful, elegant, pleasing, stunning, heavenly, blooming, sparkling. So the same word but various expressions. Let's look for everyday words like happy. Happiness is something which we keep using in our sentences all the time. So instead of saying happy, we can also say cheerful, joyful, merry, jolly, jovial, blissful, delightful, ecstatic. And same goes for sadness. For sadness, we can also say unhappy, sorrowful, dejected, regretful, heartbroken, miserable. So this is how you can keep increasing your bank vocabulary. Let me give you more words like important. Important is something we get to use a lot. So other words for important can be necessary, vital, critical, indispensable, valuable, essential, significant, primary, principal, considerable, distinguished, notable, and well known. For a word like fast, we can use other words like quick, rapid, speedy, hasty, snappy, rapidly, quickly, speedily, and like a flash. Like a flash is a phrase which we can use for speed. Like a flash. For a word like wrong, other words can be incorrect, inaccurate, mistaken, erroneous, improper, unsuitable. So this is how you are going to work for your problem where you say words don't come to my mind. Your mind needs to be filled with a lot of words in English. If you are learning French, then it has to have a lot of words from French. But right now we are just talking about English. So fill your mind with a lot of words. And don't wait for a time when you will start practicing. If you have joined an institute, don't just wait for speaking in English when you will go to institute. That the moment I'll go to enter the institute, I'll start speaking English. Or the moment I'm watching a YouTube video, then only I'll speak in English. English should be a part of your everyday. So get up in the morning. The first thing that you have to do is tell yourself that you are thankful that you're awake today. This is how we start our day, with gratitude. After that, start giving yourself instructions what you are going to do now. I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to take a shower, or I'm going to go for a walk. Then I'll have a glass of water or two. Then I'll have my breakfast. I'll have soak almonds, peel them. Then I'll wash my own clothes. Then I'll cook my meals, and then I'll clean my house. Whatever you are going to do, start giving yourself instructions right in the morning. Do that for some time, and later on it will not look like practice. It will be a part of your life. English will be a part of your life. Mingle it with your life. Don't wait for time, situation, and moments to speak English. It has to sit on your tongue. Some words, some phrases, some sentences should always be there. Then you see you will never get stuck. Now, the other reason why you get stuck or why your mind goes blank is that English is not your native language, right? It is that you're learning this language as a second language. The first one is your native language. Hindi is something which is common in the northern part of India. I don't know about the rest of the India. So whichever languages you are learning, English is the second one. So definitely there are going to be some halts and some pauses because we are not used to this language. But it doesn't mean that we cannot use it in our favor. Of course, we can learn it, we can speak it beautifully. We might not start speaking like Americans and Britishers, but we don't have to speak it like them. We can speak it in our own way. Your aim should not be speaking correctly and perfectly. Don't aim for perfection. You go blank because you're aiming for perfection. You listen to someone speaking so well and you want to speak like them. It will happen gradually, but don't aim for it immediately when you are starting. Make mistakes. Keep following your imperfections. It's okay. We are all imperfect in one or the other area. The whole point is that it should just be workable for you. The other person is understanding what you are saying. Even if you're not forming your sentence correctly, the other person should be able to understand your thoughts, whatever you're trying to convey. Your idea should reach that person because everybody knows that we are not native English speakers. The Britishers were ruling us, but it's been more than 70 years now that they are gone. Somehow we have kept the English. I don't know why. But there is no other way. We have to speak it. Don't make English your enemy. Make it a friend of yours. Then it would be easy for you. Alright, so whenever you feel that you get blank or you don't have enough words, it is just because somewhere something is holding you back. You are not speaking it in a flow. And then it comes down to your confidence. Of course, your confidence is keeping you away from speaking English fluently. If you feel confident enough, you'll speak wrong, right, doesn't matter. You'll just keep on speaking, and one day you will speak perfectly, because speaking only leads to speaking. What you are doing is you are working on doing the rest of the theoretical part of it, but you're not focusing on speaking. You're focusing on grammar, you're building your vocabulary, you are watching a lot of videos, consuming a lot of content, watching a lot of Netflix series, but never practicing. So if you will not practice, how will you speak? Of course, your mind will go blank. You have always listened to other people speaking in English. You've seen movie stars speaking English. You're watching me speaking English. You're watching 100 other English tutors speaking English, but you've never seen or watched or heard yourself speaking English. Your mind needs to listen to you speaking in English. Other people have spoken enough in front of you. Now the time has come that you start speaking. When will you start speaking? So right after this video gets finished, instead of switching on to another video and leave a comment, ma'am, I don't know, I have a lot of problems, I come from Hindi medium, I can't speak English. Instead of doing all of that, go stand in front of the mirror and plan your entire week. A weekend is coming ahead. Plan your entire week. What all are you going to do? Plan it, and then tell yourself that this weekend, since the festivities are beginning, I'm going to go shopping, I'm going to go buy gifts for my relatives, for my friends, I'm going to clean my house, I'm going to buy some decorative items, I'm going to work on my English, I'm giving myself another 2 months. By the end of this year, I have to at least start speaking basic English, and I will do that. Tell yourself, the person who's standing in the mirror, talk to that person and tell him or her that by the end of this year, before 2022 ends, I am going to speak basic English very well. And then when the new year starts, I will switch on to intermediate level. I'll start working on my vocabulary and phrases so that I can speak even better. And once I am already at intermediate or advanced level, I'm not going to work on my English anymore. It's done. I'll pick up some new skill and then start working on it. That's how you are supposed to do. So practice. Don't just watch videos. Empty consumption is not going to help. It is ultimately going to come down to you. Are you speaking? Have enough words, have enough phrases in your mind, and for that you have to practice. Nothing else. No other institute, no other trainer can help you. Be your own best friend. You don't need a partner. Speak to yourself. And if you're so bored of speaking to yourself, then I'm sorry to say no one else can be your friend if you can't be your own friend. So this video is about to end. Start practicing right now. Don't give yourself another 5 minutes. I'll practice later on. Do it right now. Today is the day. Start practicing. All the best to you with your practice. I'll see you in my next video, and till then, keep working on your English. I want to see you all fluent very soon. Bye bye.